Welcome to Vodfathers episode. Happy New Year. Woo! We've got new effects. We've got the same faces. And none of us are fathers from what I know yet. But who knows what happens in the future. We might son some more people in ranked as we keep playing. Yeah. That being said, past fatherhood, there were changes to our lives recently. A big patch dropped. And my hands, they're blazing hot. You know, it's cold in Canada. I think my faucet's dripping ice. This was the coldest water I've ever drinking. But my hands are hot because my mouth is breathing flames, fire, and saying Breeze is the #1 map in Valorant of all time now.
That's crazy.
Top 3, and it's not 1 and 2. 3,000 people on Twitter agree via the like ratio.
What?
On the tweet that I posted.
Wait, you posted a tweet saying this take?
I literally said, okay, let me read it word for word. Where's my profile? I don't know why this blew up. Like, come on, my Carmen Core tweet got 2 likes, but I said, from a 5-lane gimmick map, only 1 viable controller in pugs, halls making sentinels lose all autonomy, 2, a god tier 3-lane, cooler elbow, pathing the sights is better, sights have better angles to hold and push any fight, holy top 3 map easily, and it's not number 2 or 3.
I mean, yeah, I think you're on the right idea with this hot take. The problem is just that you've gone straight from... can we agree Breeze was a bottom 2 map prior to this? I think Icebox for me was the worst. And then maybe you could say like Abyss or something.
I would say old Abyss was worse than old Breeze. Personally.
Okay, but that's a great point to bring us into, because this is the reason I had faith in Breeze coming back. Everybody was so doomer in the last couple of weeks about this map change, talking about, oh, this is going to be the worst map pull of all time. Motherfucker, they cooked with the Abyss changes. Like, this map team actually now knows what they're doing and has the freedom to be able to make good changes. I think if it wasn't proven with Abyss, it really is now. I know that we haven't seen matches, and they could still be like, oh, the game could be still really, I don't know, defense-sided or whatever, or the A side still feels horrible to watch. But like, from a theoretical point of view, they have cooked with this map redesign. It's lovely.
Yeah, we went from like dial-up modem, like cross the world fights from like top mid to bottom mid. Cypher Cam can see everything. Like, you can only play Viper. To now you can dome smoke. If you want to fight, you got to get your gloves on and you got to get close range a little bit. You got to clear some angles. Like,
you can play on-site post plants, bro. You can play on-site post plants. Yeah, that is the oh my god, that's so much better.
That's the biggest change no one's talking about, is they changed where you can plant on both sites. A is like abysmal to try to plant safe anywhere. You need site control, which is one of the coolest things. And like, I think the best part about Breeze was fighting on these sites. Even the older Breeze sites, once you actually made it out to site, fighting around pyramids, like the will he, won't he go right and left, the romance of the post plant, so to speak. And then the B stuff behind the wall, like playing pillar and retaking from tons. That stuff was fun.
It was,
but getting there was a problem. And now they've made it so that getting there is still also fun. Like, when you retake from CT side now and you're going through that little tube tunnel, like right behind yellow box, you get to just, you know, bolster up, bunker up, then go. Before, Tens is there with an op, TMV's there with a video as to why my entry's bad, and like, I'm already dead before the post plant. Like, it's horrible. But now you get the bunker.
No, that was
and then
my video about Shire's entering being bad. That's
it'll still happen. It'll stop it. No, wait, but hold on. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, but I'm still not getting to the same endpoint as you, where you think that Breeze is now the best map in the game. Hey, you haven't even. How many ranked games?
No gimmicks.
Shio, how many ranked games have you played on the map total?
Total 2 ranked games so far, where we did our own MMR auto balanced custom game teams.
Okay, so you've played like 5 maps. You've played 5 games of Breeze total in this new redesign, and you're willing to call it the best.
I played it twice.
Oh, so you haven't even played any ranked. You've only played the custom games that we put on.
Yeah, we played.
Oh, of course, because ranked isn't even out yet. Yeah. So how can you possibly justify that take, though? It's insane.
Because it's my job is to say things. And I'm just saying that it's the best. Yeah. The actual justification is that from what we've seen, there's always polarization when there's a map gimmick. And everybody, what's it called? There is no map gimmick for this map, right? So you can't cope on that side.
Well, they got rid of the gimmick. There was a gimmick with the door.
Yeah, door's gone.
All right. Okay, we're going to talk more about Breeze later on anyway, though. I want to give my hot take, all right, about this patch. Okay. The hot take I've got about this patch is that the biggest change in the entire patch, and it had a lot of them, is actually that replays are now allowed in custom games. Because I think this is opening the door to them allowing it in competitive games. Because previously, if you wanted pro match replays, it wasn't even possible. Like, the game literally didn't let you run them in custom games anyway. So you didn't have the functionality if you were a tournament operator. You didn't have the functionality if you were like VCT Americas. You literally could not go to the teams and say, are you willing to have an agreement where we turn replays on? Like, it was just not feasible. It wasn't anything to do with the rules even necessarily. It was just a technical limitation, if you want to put it like that. But I think it was more of a choice from the developers. Now that they've added it into custom games, there is no reason why tournament organizers couldn't be having replays. And I think that is huge. And I think also, if we do end up in that kind of realm, or if, because they're now available in custom games, people want to turn them on in scrims a bit more, I think it lends a lot more credence to your idea of having an academy team, because the more open everything is, the more stuff you want to keep kind of contained in your own bubble too. But I think this could be, maybe not this season, maybe it's looking towards like next season or something, but I think these conversations are going to start to happen now that it's technically feasible.
Yeah. Okay, you want my hot take?
Yep.
My hot take is that pretty much everything in the patch was good, but there was one thing, and again, we'll get to this in a bit, that was truly terrible. And it's terrible for a reason that I don't think any other change that they've ever made has been bad for this reason. And that is the Haven change for Window. Is the ugliest motherfucking looking thing I have ever seen, and I am not having it.
He's spitting.
I'm not having it.
Oh, this is Breeze. This isn't ugly. This isn't ugly.
Light, can we swap POVs to mine? Just so people can see just how ugly this thing is. This is the ugliest thing I have ever seen. I don't know why they have done this either. This did not need to be done. This was a useless thing that they have added, in my opinion. Was this a problem? Was this window that much of a problem? Sideshow, was it?
It was a problem, but it was a small problem. I agree with their justification that at the beginning of the round, you're a defender, you're sat on B, you can just spam this basically for free. There's never any attackers counter-spamming it. It's also, it's almost like, you know, like a medieval castle where they built the arrow windows so that they were sloped inwards so that you could shoot outwards, but you couldn't shoot in. It was like that kind of design. Like, it's and it messed with Sova doing lineups. Now, in terms of how they fixed it, this is the butt ugliest thing in Valorant of all time.
Who's gonna, like, the thing is now though, who is going to ever spam this at the start of the round if you have to break it first? No one's going to do that. No one's going to do it. So at that point, just make it so you can't spam it at all.
Nah, you're just inside the box.
Look how ugly it is. How does that fit on that?
It's postmodern. Listen,
it's not
postmodern. Look at what they did. Look at what they did to this. Look at this.
I know.
Look at this
That's
little
so
nice.
much
Look at
nicer.
this. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
So I was,
look at that.
No.
And then look at this. Look at this, Shayo.
Yeah, listen. Tears of the Kingdom, best-selling Nintendo game of all time on the Switch. Every piece of art looks like that wall. It's just postmodern. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's objectively bad. It's best-selling. That shit is art.
It does.
It's symmetric.
I mean, it does look like they've just taken it straight out of one of the puzzles that Link has to do. I mean, it does. But I was saying to my chat, like, why didn't they just change the texture? Why not do the same thing as Corrode, where they change it to being like a brick wall or like,
Also,
you know, a piece of artwork that you can't shoot
but
through or
they've
something.
thought about this as well. They're like, oh, well, we can't just put this slab here. We've got to connect it to the wall. We've got to bolt it on with these little
I know
bullshit
what
bits
this
here.
is.
Who, go on.
Oh, this is genuinely just an R6 update that's happening soon, later in the year.
They've turned
for Valorant.
They've turned the damn game into Rainbow Six Siege. It does. It looks like a reinforcement. You can now reinforce walls at the start of rounds.
It'd be cooler if this thing had a button on the front side that opened the window, like to another extra window on the left. It looks like it's a closed bodega, or like a closed like taco truck. You know, like it's the weirdest texture. You're not wrong to suggest for a cover up like this, but I mean, boss said to cover the texture up. I've done the job.
Yeah.
Going to Christmas and New Year's, I got a party to go too fast. Job's done.
Yeah.
Job's done.
True.
This was the only bad change, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But this was a truly awful take.
Yeah, it is. It's a bad one.
Yeah. Still, it's locked in. That's been all our controversy as of lately. I still think, we didn't get to talk about Josh's too much, but I instantly thought about TMV as well when it came to the replay stuff. Like, if you have an academy team, it is 100% going to be so beneficial for you to be able to use this change. There were people who were freaking out already, thinking that this might be public. If you don't auto hide your customs and whatnot, that anybody can come in and kind of scramble on your match history.
Yeah. It is opt-in, so like you're not forced to record the replays or that kind of thing, but it does just give you the option. And I think if you're playing against a team that wants to opt into it, like if you're not worried about them taking what you've worked on or like anti-ing you,
if you're VCT Pacific,
it's
plus
so
China,
useful,
and you're scrimming.
Oh yeah.
Pacific to China, like there's no
insanely useful
real downside.
No, and it's just way better. Like because people often talk about the downsides with sharing scrim data because the pros tend to think about it in that kind of way. But the upsides, I mean, you can figure out exactly how somebody messed up your exec. You can figure out exactly how somebody caught a timing against you. You don't have to deduce. You can literally just look at it. And that will make problem solving so much faster. So
yeah,
I think at this point it should be a significant meta change in terms of how teams operate.
Could see some replay bandits as well, setting the entire scene ablaze, taking replays and sharing them amongst someone else. And let's actually break down how I explained that really quick. Setting the world ablaze, turning everything on fire. Ooh, replay bandits. Bandits inside ranked, and not just in style but in weaponry too. This gun, the Bandit, is fucking insane. Is it past 10 minutes? Can I drop the hard, not the hard, but just the F-bomb? You're not going that far. Dude, this gun, $600, and it cancels you just like I was about to be canceled for a round. And then you get canceled again and again and again. Josh and I played a game where the whole game, everyone just used bandits, and we put up 9 rounds on the board. We lost.
Okay.
Some people use some vandals, but
no.
Dude,
we were mostly just using bandit only. You're right. But we've never tested that against using sheriff only. And also, I went 3-21 in that game using bandit only. So it's not like that's a great example of the bandit being great.
But then you dropped a 5K the next game with a bandit, where they give you a working one. They give you the non-working one the game before.
They gave me one that didn't fire properly in the previous game.
Yeah, genuinely though, you can spam this thing through smokes, which is harder to do with the sheriff sometimes. You have like 8 bullets and it shoots a little bit faster, reloads super fast. And the biggest thing is, from going to like a $800 or a $1,200 buy, you now go to like a 1K or honestly just a 600 cred buy on every thrifty. You can fight people long range up to like 30 meters. It's a 2-shot. But the most important thing is close range, just like the Stinger, you can scam a lot of kills just by tapping the head very easily. Like I think strafe shooting as well. I was talking to a few pros and coaches. Strafe shooting with this thing feels so good. Like the sheriff, sometimes you really have to slow down to get your next shot in. The shot dispersion on this thing, I think it's like 0.75. Close range, if your crosshair just is kind of on them, you can scam away so many kills. And the fact that it's just 600, there's no reason to buy the ghost anymore, in my opinion. And then B, you can buy this thing every single thrifty round. You never need the full save. And it lets people like Sova get an extra drone. Let's Sage get a wall. Deadlock gets to buy the most expensive utility of the game. Wayla can buy a dash and a bandit rather than just a sheriff on like eco rounds on Corrode. Like the implications of this thing just, I think, snowball like crazy. And you could honestly also have a bandit and an outlaw for like the first 5 rounds of the game and contest with people that have rifles and be that strong.
I think though that go on.
You go. Yeah, no.
All right. Thank you.
No.
I'm gonna be the voice of reason here against the hype of the bandit.
I'm not going to be.
Okay. You're on board with it being like busted?
Yeah.
Okay. Well no, because I think the gun actually occupies a very nice niche at the moment. I think the immediate reaction is going to be people saying, it's busted, it's crazy, it one-taps light armor at mid-range, and it does one-shots at close range, like that kind of thing. But actually, I think on the pistol round, it's got a really nice niche at 600 credits, where if you don't want any utility, a lot of the time you should still be buying a sheriff, in my opinion, because being able to 2-shot body shot on the pistol from a lot of agents that are not going to be buying armor is massively important. And that a lot of the strats that people use on pistol rounds where they would have their sheriff players is stuff like Ascent, and we're going to mid-crunch, and so your player is taking a contact on a really long angle. Or something like, walking down mid on Haven, where you're taking an angle at a fairly long range over towards the headshot box. These kind of things. So I think there is still niche there for the sheriff if you don't want any util. And there is a lot of util in the game that's 300 credits that you're going to want to buy. I'm not saying that no one will buy the Bandit. I think it'll just have a nice niche where certain characters, like let's say Jet, who have smoke that they want to buy on the pistol round, you buy a smoke and a Bandit now instead of a smoke and a ghost. And that's cool. But if you have a 300 cost piece of equipment like Raze with a boombot, you're still going to want a ghost rather than a Bandit, in my opinion. You're not going to want like one blast pack and a Bandit. Like, I don't think that really makes sense as a pistol round buy. The area where I see it being useful is what Shia said in terms of like pure thrifties. Not thrifties where you want to buy up a Stinger or something, because I still think a Stinger, maybe even a Sheriff, would be better in those situations. But if you don't have very much money, like at all, you can probably scrimp away a Bandit in a spot where it'll do a lot more than a Ghost would on an Eco. And so that's where I see it making a bit of a difference and increasing the Eco round purchases a bit. But I think it's going to be a bit like the Outlaw, where it just puts pressure on people to not buy light armor a lot. Like, I think the Outlaw wasn't doing it enough. TMV, you had a video about this for NRG at Champions in terms of, like, people needed to be buying Outlaw against them more. But I think also if you take that and reframe it, it means that the average amount that people want to use the Outlaw currently was not putting enough pressure on people to stop buying light shields. And I think this should go a tad further, where it's like there's another thing in the game now, along with the Outlaw, that's going to punish you for getting those light shields online.
Yeah, I think when it comes to light, I genuinely think that light shields in this game was actually an oversight that the devs didn't realize was a problem until like pro team started kind of abusing it. I think that they just missed that, and so this is kind of, instead of changing all of like the main guns, or how much light shields give you shields or whatever, they just decided let's start adding stuff that makes it worse. My problem, I guess, with the Bandit is, as outside of on certain, like if you are not playing an agent who has specifically some util that costs 300 credits, why would you ever buy a Ghost ever again?
I think it literally is just pistol round, but also I don't think that's necessarily a problem, because at the moment I'm not buying the Ghost very often anyway. Like outside of the pistol rounds, maybe I buy a Ghost one round a map, something like that, just like when it happens to fit my eco. And I couldn't buy a Sheriff, and I'm like, oh shit, well then I guess I have to buy a Ghost. I mean, the same could be said for the Frenzy, couldn't it? Like, when are people using the Frenzy outside of the pistol round? Are people really going for it on a thrifty? Like, not often. Yeah. These are niche picks, and I think that the Ghost is now just going to be a little more niche, but I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. Like, it's not going into retirement, because there are still good uses for it on the pistol.
That's true. It's also a very significant round that, like, you buy the Ghost once, but you can use it multiple times. And there are some people, like, specific operas, I guess maybe in lower elos, that have the option to use the Ghost. I feel like we're also looking at the game as a whole too when it comes to like some of the additional game modes. It's nice to always have guns, but from a competitive standpoint as well, yeah, I think it's okay where you only have some pistols or some guns available for just very specific rounds, like pistol round. You see it with like the dual Berettas in Counter-Strike. It's something you're never going to pick up again at a certain point afterwards, but you have the 5.7 and the CZ as an upgrade after you're actually into the gun rounds themselves. There's always going to be options on pistol, and this just changes a few. The biggest thing though is that we just didn't press on enough, I feel like, is the entire meta of the fight against light shields that Riot is going for. Josh, you mentioned it a little bit, but now there's like a weird cycle where like you're always going to be buying full armor, which will then make you a bit more broke, which puts you in a better spot to buy the Bandit, which then punishes light armor even more. And then you might want to go light armor because you're more broke. So it's like they're almost feeding into the Bandit cycle, feeding into the Outlaw cycle, and it's just becoming like a full armor game. My thing was, and I'll let you go TV in just a second, the meta now, don't buy armor. If you want a full save and have good ecos, don't buy armor, man. Everyone's going to be banditing, right? Don't buy any armor.
No, I would disagree with that. And I would still say buy light shields. My point that I remembered, you made me remember, Shia, was the fact that the part that I don't like about this for the pistol meta is that it does make buying lights on a pistol kind of feel bad, which I already felt like most agents didn't buy lights on a pistol, but you could, like, if you're playing Sage or something, maybe buy wall lights, something like that. And I thought that was quite interesting because lights on a pistol did counter a sheriff and did counter a ghost in some way. In fact, of like, it's not 2 body shots for a sheriff, and it isn't just 1 headshot for a ghost. Whereas now, that feels like even less. So weirdly, I mean, I was talking about it not playing with the ghost, but weirdly, the ghost becomes better because people should buy light shields less on a pistol, which means that the ghost is better because it should one-tap everyone.
It's a back and forth. Like, if I spawn in as Waylay, and Josh is saying, yeah, you have to be buying Dash, Ray's actually buying this Boombot, but the enemy team is Sova, Vito, Clove, Sage. You're like, damn, that's 4 people that love getting light shields, right? They all have combo abilities that leave them with light shields. Do I buy my Dash? Do we play it slow? And those guys are thinking, are they going to have bandits? Do I do my light shield thing?
No one's
so I feel like
thinking
this
in
is
this
it's.
game.
In terms of pro teams who are prepping for opponent comps will prep a pistol like that. I am never doing that in my ranked games. I am never looking at their comp and thinking, yes, this team light shield buys on pistol.
Streaming his teammate has bought a bandit. He's like, why the fuck has this guy bought a bandit? Why has he not bought the Dash? Because obviously their Sova is going to buy a bandit, and you're going to know that this Clove is going to buy a ghost. You got to be aware of these.
Maybe this is because I'm playing an absolute pisslow, but I frequently run into people who are running pistol round buys that I do not expect. Like, every time I run into an Omen with a ghost, it tilts me. Because I'm like, why are you not buying your flash on the pistol round, man? Why are you not helping your team? And then I get one shot by them because it does like 100 to the head, and I'm like, I
thought you were going to say Omen Sheriff, and I was like,
Well, I mean, Omen Sheriff would be egregious, but Omen Ghost pisses me off because it's like...
Omen Ghost, the game pushes it. His signature weapon is a ghost. So it's like, maybe some kids just want to, they're used to the...
Right, yeah, you got to do it based on the lore. Yeah.
Speaking of the lore, the thing that started all of this, the thing that got everyone reinstalling Valorant is the cinematic that just dropped. Kind of popped off. It blew up on Twitter as well in terms of sides that people are choosing. Brimstone, ratio. If you want more information as to what happened in the cinematic, I can sum it up in 2 sentences. Brimstone loves the glory, loves to defend. Viper said, we should attack a little bit more. We're losing a lot of mans. Brimstone said, nah. Viper said, fuck you. Here's everyone's traumas. You're going to get fired. They went in. They killed everyone else in the other world. And now you're thinking, do I want to pick a side? Do I want to be on Viper's super side, or do I want to be on the other side that's just taken from Omega and now getting shit on? You know what I'm saying? That's the TLDR.
Is that the TLDR? Because I had the TLDR. So the way the TLDR was explained to me was that Brimstone from the Omega side went completely bonkers and attacked, killed the Viper's lover, Chamber, and so Viper is punishing the Brim in her own world because she fears that Brim is going to go nuts in her own world.
No. The Brimstone from Alpha, right, is the IGL. And that Brimstone is just doing his regular thing in Omega. Omega's been taking losses. We saw all the bodies. Sky might be dead. I don't see where their fucking, Reyna is. There's a lot of people from Omega we don't see anymore. Chamber from Omega just got. Viper is in bed, goes through that traumatic experience, sees the Brimstone statue outside. They've been asking, right? Like, Breach is fixing amputated children's limbs. Yoru is losing pieces of his soul, saving people from radioactive explosions, right? All these people are being affected. Sova, his whole team died, and the enemy Sova said, I'm not going to kill you, son. I'm taking your eye. Holy shit. So all these guys are on max defense. Their Brim is being heralded as someone who's saving the world, right? You're just playing good defense. But if Viper wants to attack, Brim's like, no. There's been voice lines of this. No, I don't want to do that. Like, we got a big show. Viper's like, you know what? I'm taking the Cobra's going for the head, and we are attacking them. Alpha has to use this teleporter, like on Bind, like on Breeze, to go from world to world. Omega has super teleporters. You saw them just tap into that Alpha world where they were all at Reyna's house. They go in, Sova, shock dart to the good eye. Holy fuck. That was Sova's biggest fear, by the way, from the Fade cinematic. Big link. Holy shit, I'm breaking it down right now. Everybody else dies. God. Viper gets a new ultimate because they're listening to Josh, where she just 1v1 someone and shoves poison down their throat. Big chilling.
Get that in the game.
That's the whole thing. Omega just finally fought back at the cost of
other way around.
leadership.
Alpha finally fought back.
Oh no. Omega fought back. Alpha's attacking Omega, and Omega
Omega has been attacking Alpha, and Alpha is
clearly
finally
you two
fighting
can't
back.
decide which side you're on, so it's time for me to decide what side I'm on, because for those of you who don't know, Riot made a quiz to decide what what side you're on. How did we find this website again? What was it? Just on the Valorant website?
I got an email from a Nigerian
Valorant.
prince asking me to donate him $5,000 and take this quiz. So I gave him 5,000, and now you have to take the quiz.
So, Light, if we could pull up the quiz and show the people. I genuinely I haven't even watched the cinematic. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
You're a blank
I saw the
slate.
little countdown for it. I saw Valorant was live. I clicked on it and then it said 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not
Dude,
waiting.
I don't have
I'm not
that
waiting
time.
15 minutes. I'm going out in 10 minutes, so I'll see you. But here we go. Here's the quiz. So I'm gonna click Start Quiz.
Are you an alpha or are you an omega?
The ends justify the means.
How about this? Before he answers, we guess what he's going to answer. For me, for TMV,
Okay,
I think it's always.
I know my
Josh?
answer. I know my answer.
I reckon he's an always kind of guy as well.
Oh, I'll lock that in. TMV, what are you saying?
Oh, I'm absolutely a never kind of guy. What the hell are you guys talking about?
He's such a contrarian,
Such a
bro.
liar.
He's such a
That's not,
contrarian
the ends
Tory.
do not justify the means. Look, this is like Sideshow. He would say like, oh, well, you know, the British Empire got really rich off slavery, so the ends justify the means. That's what he would say.
So why do you clickbait your YouTube videos then? Why do you clickbait the YouTube videos?
Why do I what?
Why do you clickbait on
Yes.
YouTube? Yeah, why red circles?
Well,
why?
the means in that instance aren't that.
Oh, you just love the clickbait.
Next question.
Next question. Fight for what you want or learn to accept what you have. Ooh.
Ooh.
In fact, I'll write it down. I'll write down what I'll put, so you know I'm not changing my answer. But you two guess what I'm gonna say.
He fights.
No, I think TMV is a soy guy. I think he is like, whatever happens to me, I'm a passenger and I will just learn to deal with it.
I
say he's a fighter.
I put be grateful.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he's the soy boy.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Next.
I've actually been thinking quite a lot about free will. Is free will real? That kind of thing. So maybe
Why did
none
he get
of this
locked
matters
up?
anyway. Fighting doesn't matter if you don't have free will. Do ants have free will?
Yes.
They follow the pheromone trails and frequently get stuck in circles, just going round and round and round and die. So I'm not sure that they
No.
possess enough free will that we would.
Are we
classify as
ants?
that.
Next question.
Next question. I want the ability to heal the world. I want to help. Travel in time. We can do better. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write down my answer. Well, I want to know what you guys would put as well.
I think this is the first one where it's not just like ambition versus kindness or whatever. Like this one, it feels like both are designed to try to help. It's just like, yeah, are you trying to fix what's going on or are you trying to change what's going on? I think TMV is gonna pick travel in time because he thinks it's cool. Yeah, so I think that's what he's gonna go for.
I think he travels in time. Can refund his football manager purchase because that game was dog this year.
I thought you were gonna say his
then-
football coaching career.
no.
you were gonna say that too.
Yeah, and then he would start uploading earlier too, because then it'd be even better for his career. It'd be nuts.
Perhaps.
Everybody pops
perhaps. But you both don't know me very well. I picked Heal the World. The reason that
Heal
I
the
picked
World.
Heal the World is because I am a man who understands that traveling in time is not necessarily going to go well for you. Traveling in time is a bad idea. You should not want to travel in time ever, really.
Skill issue.
It's
Skill
a
issue.
Well,
skill issue.
In the multiverse scenario the Valorant's got set up, would it just spawn like a beta world? Every time you travel, it spawns like a beta world, then a
Damn,
Sigma
who's got
world.
time
Then a...
for that?
Well, that's like
why not
that,
just
it depends on what you
pick
want
the
to.
one that like the world's gonna get better? Good, pick that
Fair
one.
enough. Healing bad
Be
people
obvious. Which
Alright.
of these do you value the most, loyalty or progress? Ooh,
Damn.
Well, I know his politics, and his politics are very reactionary. So I'd be surprised if he goes for progress. Then again, it is on the right-hand side of the screen, so...
It's gotta be loyalty, right? He's a nice
I'm not
guy.
sure. I'm not sure. Because the thing with both of these is that they are positive and negative attributes, depending on how you view them. So, like, loyalty is normally framed as a good thing. You know, you're close to somebody, you back them up. But at the same time, being loyal to pieces of shit is kind of terrible. And, like, you know, organized crime runs on loyalty. Progress is great. I mean, social progress, making things more equitable for people. Progress in terms of, like, industry efficiency... So it can often be very, very bad for people. I don't know which he's going to go for.
I'm saying it's loyalty based on his
Okay.
other answers.
All right.
Well,
yeah, I'll go with you
are,
then.
again, Shio, terribly wrong. I'm going
my
for
God.
progress.
He's going for progress.
Because as Sideshow rightfully pointed out, being loyal, what are you going to be? Loyal to terrible people? No. Progress. And then finally, victory is sweeter when we share it as an item, when I can claim it as my own, the snake.
Share it as an item. That says share it as a team.
he's picking the right side. He's definitely picking the right side.
Bro does not read.
I cannot read. What do I want?
I think this is a tough one, genuinely, because I think that you're always supposed to click the one on the left.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta be
depends.
fairly honest with yourself to click the one on the right.
I mean, it depends on where you come from. If you're like an FGC type of individual, if you do a lot of things by
yeah.
yourself in life,
Yeah,
the
fair enough.
right side is all you know. The left side is always harder to do.
I think
and
you're
you have to share a bit.
socialized generally to believe that the one on the left is better.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
is it? Though? Like the question is, victory is sweeter. Like, is
Well, that's
it
what I
better
was
as a
thinking.
team?
Like, do you have more fun when you win and bottom frag, or lose and top frag?
Win and bottom
When you-
frag.
when you
I think,
put it
I
like
think it's the
that,
right
though-
side. You're convincing me of things I shouldn't know.
when you're putting it like that,
I think I
personally
have more
would
fun
have
when
more
I play better.
No, I have more fun if I win.
really?
I only care about winning. So I'm gonna
I don't
go
care
for
about
team
winning.
when you put it like that. Let's see what I got.
Oh,
I'm an
Alpha.
I am an alpha.
Will you stay? Are you going to stay with your aligned faction, or are you going to
Of
swap
course
to
I am.
Omega?
I'm not. This quit. I base my whole personality on online quizzes. So yeah, of course. Of course.
By the way, this locks you in. This locks you into like a team for like permanently on your account. So I've got to imagine that Riot are going to plan like more stuff that ties
Let's go
into the
Team
lore in the
Alpha then.
future.
Let's go
Yeah.
Team Alpha. Wait, so what side are you, Sideshow?
I'm unfortunately also on Team Alpha. I think I
fuck.
responded with the exact same answer as you on every question.
there's no way.
No way, man. There's no way.
No, I didn't. No, sorry. I didn't click Heal the World. I clicked Traveling Time because I thought it was cooler.
Okay. Okay. But we're
Hold
on
up,
the same
I'm just
team.
finishing it right now.
Oh, Shia's doing
I got
this too?
Omega.
Shio's a
I'm on
devious
Omega.
Omega.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, well, at least we've got representation here.
True, true.
That's what Shio's here for. He's here for representation.
Checking the box
for Omega. For Omega.
yeah, of course.
Hitting the Omega diversity quotas.
Think about it this way, right? Whatever skin color you have, it doesn't matter based on the clothes you're wearing. I don't know how this segue is gonna work. I'm kind of workshopping it.
Okay.
Your clothes stay the same. Me and you can wear the same clothes but have different skin, and we could be wearing the same suits. New suit, same father.
That was
kinda-
probably
yeah,
your
that messed
worst,
up. That
I
messed
think,
it up.
of
That
all
was- that was-
time, to be honest.
Honestly, if you flip it around, it's the best thing I've ever done. So, you know, you never know what happens. But let's get into the actual Breeze map changes themselves. We can tap into Josh's POV. He can take us around the
Yeah.
map like a real estate agent really wanting to sell a house. And you can also talk through it, Josh, because you've had some experience playing this map,
Yeah, I
winning on
played-
it twice in a row.
Yeah, I played it quite a bit, actually. Yeah, we played... I think we played 3 games, actually, because we played after you left as well.
Okay, true.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Maybe we only played it twice. I can't remember. Anyway, this is what new halls looks like. It's gone. There's like literally no entrance to halls. If you pull up the minimap, sorry for all of the veto things that is slathered around.
Oh, wait,
but
what?
halls
See,
halls is gone completely.
I haven't played on the map, so when I saw this, I thought this was just like the entrance to halls.
There is no halls. This is now a door that connects into mid. I'll explain
weightless.
why that's important later on, because it actually does have a really key map design
And that
reason.
door makes a noise, right?
That door makes a noise, and it can be opened with util as well. So, like, if you throw some utility through it, it's going to open.
It's a
so if
bind
you-
door.
Yeah, it's
essentially.
basically just a bind teleporter door. Now, over here, A main, they've changed a little bit. So, in terms of like taking an aggressive fight, it's a lot more enclosed now, and you only really have to worry about this one angle as you're the defender here.
Can I
when you come
quickly
out
ask
into
where
the site,
barrier starts? Is the barrier the same place? Is it what?
barriers are pretty
you have
much
to
in the
move a
same
little bit.
place.
The big thing about aiming, if you turn around real quick, Josh, is those pipes at the top. So every agent that has throwable util, you're just banking it off the pipes like vertically right above the box, and you basically have instant control. So Viper mollies, even off the wall right in front of you, you can throw like waylace hinders.
Yeah.
It's really hard to take this as an attacker, like very difficult in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get into A main, though, it does look, broadly speaking, similar, but the pyramids have changed quite a lot. I mean, you now have these, like, almost full head height, or maybe exactly full head height, pieces of cover that are not slanted at all for you to be able to play around. It feels a lot safer to be able to play on site compared to how it did before. It felt really claustrophobic previously, but you can play fully up to the edge of these without having to be worried about it. There's still this cubby in the right corner, but this I love because you now have this, like, spot to be able to play in post plants more aggressively than you did previously. So not only is it better to play at the pyramids themselves, but it's this tucked in location here is really nice to be able to play around too. And you also can just drop off this. I'm not doing a silent drop or anything, but it doesn't make a noise anymore, which it previously did. So in the clutch, you now don't have to worry about hopping up on this thing, which was always a little bit of an annoyance for me previously. This box doesn't have a jump up box, so it can only be accessed by agents with mobility, of which I suppose Vito is one of them. And then you can think about, like, you know, you could take a fight over here over the top of dome smokes, because dome smokes are going to get used on this map. So if the dome smoke goes here, you get an angle a little bit over the top of it, and you could also ISO this angle to be able to play over towards mid. This is what holes used to be.
You can't get on that thing there at all, can you?
No, this is just a... No, it's
like
not a it's not a thing.
Anyone can't go up there, no?
I think you just slide off. Yeah. So this is what holes used to be, right? But it's kind of just nothing anymore. This just connects up towards the top. There's no holes. This is just another way of getting in so that the attackers couldn't push up in post plant and hold only bridge. So, like, if you're coming back in off the retake, you can come in through here and here at the same time. And, of course, you could come in through double doors as well. But
also, quick thing about bridge is that the reason it still also exists is that when you dome smoke like the middle of the pyramids, you can actually see over the smoke with bridge. So you have to do certain things to, like, maybe get that angle off, still throw a flash or whatever. People can still play up there and give you that old stairs like kind of situation.
So they've also changed the double doors scenario a lot, but I love how they've done this in terms of they haven't made the door with like a big cavernous space behind it so that people could tuck in really deep. You can play a tucked corner here, but for the attackers who are coming through, it's really not that difficult to clear, right? You're not having to like look all the way behind you in order to clear fully behind the door. So I kind of like what they've cooked here. But I said that I would explain this this door over here. So if we go up towards top mid, if you can imagine holding an operator line over towards here, this box actually, you can't see somebody who would be going through this door and walking through double doors. So you can't just hold an op and control the whole of mid because the attackers could so easily get around you. So instead, I think you're more incentivized to hold an angle like this where you can control mid fully, but now you're open to elbow. So it's a two-person mid hold now. So like I just love these details that they've added into the way that they're thinking about, like, you know, you need a teammate to be able to hold the best angle now that exists in
Can
mid.
I just ask about mid as well? Sorry.
Yeah, of course. No, go.
You can't take that fight anymore. I thought I saw on the pictures, again, I haven't been in the map, on the other side of mid, like if you're from the attacker side, you can't come on this ledge anymore, can you?
No, you can't.
No jump up, but it auto silent drops you because there's a slide now. So
if you get up there, you would need some piece of utility. I mean, you'd also need like full control of this area, otherwise that's just suicide, isn't it? But you also don't have the angle into sight anymore. Do you remember how this used to be an angle into sight where you could cut off rotates or something like that? This is just not a great position anymore. I guess you can see a little bit into the double doors area, but you can't really do much from up here compared to what you could do previously. But yeah, as Shayo said, you can drop off that fairly easily now. Elbow's nice. They've got a little gap in the top for you to be able to go through, and you know, you can still get the timing here to fight as a defender on this line. And then if you were looking to back off, I guess it's slightly safer to back off now than it used to be, but you still expose yourself to that angle. B, they haven't changed too much, to be honest. I mean,
this is a drastic change.
This is a pretty big change.
If you look at it from main, that wall on the right is extended. So if you have a dome smoke, you can just smoke to the right of the box. It touches both sides, and you can actually go in. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need the Viper wall on the right side now. Yeah, so this area is like a fundamental shift in terms of how Breeze is played. And this corner is also, again, just like another... It's much better than the previous little pocket that they gave you in to be able to play an on-site post plan.
Yeah, the other big changes for B side is that the entire wall that's around the site is non-jumpable. It's only jumpable from the front side of it. You can't jump back unless you hit that box at the back, and you can't jump on it unless you hit this box from the back as well. The other big thing too, your second smoke when you're hitting site is going to go right where Josh was looking to the right there. They extended the back wall a little bit, so now you can put the smoke between the wall and the pillar. So that's your second dome smoke, and then your first dome smoke is on the box to the wall, and now you have the entire site taken. Nobody can cheese peek you from the wall unless they play on the box. It's a changed site. It's kind of crazy.
This one also blew my mind though, because you remember how good this position is if you go in and you plant on B and then you drop back to this kind of spot. Well, now when on a retake, you can't be pushed from here. It's just gone. It's just gone. So now when you're in this position, it's even more powerful because not only is the spike planted for you, but you only have to worry about taking fights here. And then maybe you swing in here to backstab people who are on the retake as well. But this spot is like, it's astonishingly powerful, and it was already really powerful. So I think they tried to make the map a little simpler, I think, so that now you only really have to worry about this avenue for people rotating. But I think they've just made this spot like the most important spot in the entire map.
Being honest. Because like with what Shai was saying, like in terms of how you smoke the site, like Shai was talking about like not really like taking the whole site, right? Like you're putting like pretty close smokes. I'm thinking like, pretty close smokes, get the spike down, and then we run back to this.
I think B is going to be difficult to retake. But I think A is still a little tough to get in, but it's fine to retake from the look of it. B looks tough.
This reminds me of Sunset, like old Sunset, where there's a main where two people can sit in. These two boxes, by the way, are also new on the left. I think it only used to be one box where it's a bit smaller. If you go there, you can hide, and then you have easy access to like new plant spots on the right of the box on site, and also like the default plant spot as well, which is huge. And then you just spam from here. If you dome smoke this, you can actually just line up with the pillar up top. So if you peek, Josh, real quick, you look at where the pillar is up top, and then you just scroll down, and you know where the bomb's planted, and then you just spam. Like it's kind of nuts. It's very hard to just be in a position to.
People will love that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I haven't tested where like if that's where the spike's planted, and you just look up and ping, if it puts it on your mini map. I'm just working with verticality here, but if that is the case, yeah, you can see where the spike is kind of at all times. Then just from that, just lining up in a sense from top to bottom. But yeah, B side changes. It is still very fun to play on site though, and like for the defenders, you have a lot of options at least to play back site. One of the issues with playing back site too was that there's a lot of agents that would dash over that wall because it was a bit smaller. You need like a crazy greedy updraft or like a waylay dash from much closer to the site entrance to be able to hit that. And nobody from site can really peer into you back site. Like you have to jump shot basically, or you have to make it all the way across site to that box. So it's a much harder site to win, but if you do win it or go for the cheap plant you're talking about TMV, it's a much harder site to retake as well.
Yeah. I think overall though, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to play. It was fun to play. I mean, the B's post plants might get a bit cringe, but it'll be fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, there's some like niche things as well where if you're a Cypher player and love doing that canister cam at bottom mid, it gives you no information anymore. If you're a KO player that had lineups from A to B, that whole new elbow brick thing blocks your knife now. Yeah, so you have to recook, and why not recook with some of the agents that got changed on this patch? Harbor, Tejo, Breach all switched up now, so we'll go with the smallest of the biggest changes. Breach's buffs were kind of making his stun wider, I'm pretty sure. That's about it. And his flash traveling a little bit faster as well. I think 20% faster. At the same time, people are dodging Phoenix flashes now in bronze, speeding up that flash. It's not going to change too much. What are you guys' thoughts on the breach changes so far?
Why did they nerf fault line in the first place?
I have genuinely
because Teo existed.
Well, yeah, but they nerfed Teo at the same time, so I don't think it was ever justified. The fault line is fatter, but it's still slow. So I don't know, man. It's better for Breach, sure,
Breach is
But-
gonna get
Yeah.
played. I'm not worried about Breach. Don't worry about Breach. He's not
Well,
gonna like in the
Tejo
current-
got the biggest juice where he
Yes.
got damage on his stun,
That's huge.
bonkers to me. And then his drone switching up to full reveal, but only at half range. Now, you might be saying that's a worthwhile trade. You have to remember, Teo's only really played on these closer, like, range-sighted maps where you can have value from salvos already. Even if you look at a map like Fracture, you still have value with a 16-meter scan. On Bind, B site, A site, on, like, where else has he really played in the meta now? On Pearl, pretty much, there is no changes. That drone still scans the entire site or where people are playing. It's a straight-up double buff. It's kind of insane.
I mean, they did also nerf this. They finally fixed. They just forgot about this concuss. Remember when they changed all the concusses to be 2.5 seconds? They just forgot about tails. So they fixed that. But yeah, the damage. I mean, that's a crazy change. That's the kind of change that they've been, I think, generally going against, right? There used to be more, I think, util that was more damaged, or like generally agents who have that kind of like, oh, you do a tiny bit of damage, tend to be the older agents. If you think about it, like, you know, the Sky Dog or Cypher Trip, you know, doing 5 damage or whatever, those kind of things. So that was that's an interesting change. It will matter though. Like 35.
Can you
damage will
remember?
matter.
Can you remember how much health? Because they changed it recently. That like the alarm bot has and that kind of stuff. The trip. Did they
Isn't
increase
like
it to
closer
20?
I think it was.
Yeah,
20.
but
I think it's 20.
Right.
This thing has no fall off though past 20 though, right? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
so
is
it
the
can
minimum
destroy it.
damage exactly what it takes to break the Sentinel util? Because to me, it just feels like a shock
cool,
dart. They've just given him Sentinel clearing abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made Sova players matter.
But I actually think Teo. I think with where the initiators are, like Teo is actually in a decent spot.
Yeah, Teo's
Like,
great.
I think you could definitely play Teo instead of a Sky or a Silver or Fade on certain.
Especially with Yoru being in the meta right now, so you don't need the flash initiation at all. Teo might be the best solo initiator currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's as the last person as well to get some buffs, and they're trying their best. The Indian warlord Harbor. He's from India, right? I'm pretty sure that's Lotus
Yeah, he's
reveal.
Indian.
Okay, we're
Yes,
chilling.
don't worry.
I was about to get, dude. I'm actually on thin ice this episode. Harbor got a few changes. It's his slow kind of getting upped on both his Reckoning and his Storm Surge, and I think the biggest change, because I tried the slow stuff, dude. You ult, first of all, this ult takes 9 years to start. It's like I'm genuinely in a wave pool moving left and right to get the waves going. Like, it takes so long where people have already run away and they don't get hit by the slow. The biggest thing is a Storm Surge, which is not what happens in Fortnite if you don't shoot someone for a while. It's when you throw his nade, it's the paranoia and slow, doesn't require line of sight, which is a buff and a nerf, in my opinion, from my experience in trying Harbor for like a day. So the big thing is people were mad that you could just dodge this as the enemy. The cool adaptation was you could throw this thing in a way your teammates were entering, not blind them, but then blind the enemy based on how they were walking in. Now, everybody gets hit, including my Jet that's dashing in, even if she's behind the box and this thing has a little bit of an overlap. So it's cool. I think it needs to slow for even longer, honestly, because as cool as the near side is, people are just spamming the angle anyways. The slow change doesn't seem to be too much, in my opinion.
It's just
Okay,
a shit ability, man. It's just a shit ability. Just get.
Oh, I'm starting to disagree. I disagree. Like, I haven't
Really?
tried it yet, so I don't know how big the slow is, but I think this
No.
is the right direction.
I think it's entirely the wrong direction. TMV, go. Why?
Right, okay. This is this is what we've got. I agree. The Harbor rework, take me back. The Cascades, I love them. I want them back. But the times have moved on. Move with the times, Sideshow. Again, cut off that mustache. Anyway, this ability now, I think on certain maps, you know, let's take like a bind, right? You throw this in towards lamps and your duelist goes in. And yeah, Shayo, I agree with you. Like, in ranked, your duelist is gonna feel it. They're gonna get hit sometimes, for sure. But in like high level play, in pro play, you know, you're hoping that you have timings down and you've practiced this stuff. I think that you can combo that quite nicely. And I think if you're going to only have 3 bits of util, right? So you've got the wall, you've only got 1 smoke with the cove, and you've only got this 1 storm surge. Well, the bits of util that you've got have got to be good, right? I think having a near sight plus a slow, something that gives 2 effects, 2 debuffs on 1 ability, is a strong idea. Now, maybe Shayo, I haven't tried out, so maybe you're right. Maybe the slow isn't long enough. But I think that is the right direction, that if you're only going to have one of these things, it needs to be very impactful to when someone does get hit by it, you think, oh shit, I'm in a lot of trouble, right? A la if you're only going to have one of an ability, like a paranoia or something, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
I think this is a decent direction. And I think on smaller maps, like, you think about, like, yeah, on Bind, you just throw this thing to the corner of lamps and it hits people actually in lamps as well.
The reason that I dislike the direction is that they're focusing more on increasing the initiation power, like I throw a molly, I throw a debuff of Harbor, rather than the niche that he could occupy much better, which is this ability to actually like default with his smokes a bit better and be more functional in terms of the smoking stuff. And I dislike the direction of that. Now, maybe I'm stuck in the past and they'll never go back there. But otherwise, if they keep going in this direction where they just make they make this ability the core part of his kit, then what the hell is he doing? Like, he's not a smoker. You've just created somebody with like an entry molly or something, but he's not that useful almost anywhere else. So I dislike the direction of it because it implies that like they don't just want this to be a throwaway piece of the kit that's just like a nice to have. It's like, no, we're going to make sure that this is really important. We're not going to touch any of his other stuff. We're not going to touch the actual smokes kit of the smoker. No, we're going to really make sure that this initiation molly utility is good. Fuck off. No one wanted it. No one asked for this. No one asked for this.
I do miss the cascade.
It's still, as much as I can agree with that, like every single controller in the game has a form of initiation that's stoppage, or they're kind of useless on their smokes, right? Like Astra has the pull, Omen has the paranoia, Brimstone has the molly, so he needs to have something that's up to par.
Yeah,
I still
fair
think
enough.
that like, but I would still agree with you to where like if they did this and also just added one more smoke to his cove, dude, he would be played almost every game. Like the idea of even saving your cove smokes for like a double like bulletproof post plant, dude, like that'd be so sick. Because right now in playing Harbor a bit, it's so much fun. I just feel like I'm not a smokes player, and I am what you're talking about, Josh. I'm more of an initiative type player. I'm saving my high tide all the time for a retake. I'm never actually being proactive with my smokes past my cove, which like, I have to get rid of. I never get to get the cool portion out of it, which is the bulletproof part. He needs a little bit more love in the amount of things he gets to do in a round, because I think controllers get to have the most interaction with the round, right? They have like 3 or 4 smokes around. They get to have the voice. Harbor's not a voice. He's like a reaction. He's like a callback. I think that's the problem with the Asian right now. Every time you even think about Harbor, it's like, cool, Harbor's in the meta. Who's the other guy with him, right? I don't want Robin. I need a Batman right now. I don't need someone that's a sidekick to another agent. That's the goal I think that Harbor should start to fill, or they should start to push him to fill. And that is what you're saying, which is the smokes, not the surge. Now, the thing that happens when you do get hit by the surge is you get paranoid. Paranoid means you can't see, and more importantly, can't hear. I personally, in my life, Josh TMV, I don't have issues with hearing. In fact, my hearing has gotten so much better ever since I picked up my Raycons. Oh my goodness. My hearing has been the opposite of paranoid, and I haven't even needed patch notes like Harbor has to be in the business in the situation, Josh.
I love the fact that you're now covered by the Raycon advert. But you're right. This message is sponsored by Raycon, and now that the holidays are over, it is the perfect time to upgrade your gear for the new year. And listen, we know that a lot of you are trying to get back into the gym. It's like the most classic thing in January. You want to go to the gym, you want to go out running, maybe jogging, being more active, something like that. Or if you want some kind of earbuds that are open to the world, maybe you're going cycling, jogging out in the world, and you still want to be able to listen to traffic or listen to things around you, try out Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds. They don't block out everything while like traditional earbuds do, so you can still figure out what's going on around you, and the music and podcasts, whatever you listen to, still stay very clear. I gave some to my sister for Christmas, actually, and she was extremely happy with them. She was like, oh, I've been looking for stuff like this constantly. So yeah, they work nicely, and the audio quality is lovely as well. So I know that Shia, you've been using them too.
My wife won't talk to me anymore because she has Raycons in her ear all around the house. There's a Squeaks VOD playing 24/7. She does not interact with me whatsoever. And I can't see them half the time. They're
but
like, you know
what's messed up about that, Shio, is that if she's using the Essential Open Earbuds, she can still hear you. She's just ignoring you.
She's just
yeah. It's crazy. No, she's enjoyed them so much to where like I found our old headset like just under the couch. Like she's just using them 24/7 for like all day purposes, all VODs, all music. It's an all good time. At the same time, if you don't trust us, Raycon has over 3 million customers, and they all also say, or most of them, that it's the best. It's one of the best things they've done. If you want to fact check that, go ahead. Take my word for it though. It's the best. The Essential Open Earbuds are here to help you crush your New Year's goals. Go to buyraycon.com/VODfathers open to get 20% off site-wide. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring.
There we are. All right, well, shall we get into the most controversial part of the episode then?
Oh, that wasn't the most controversial part? Shiao's wife not speaking to?
Well, I mean, that's just the reality.
Well, it was probably
isn't it?
Shio trying to say a slur.
Dude, that's why I'm dropping 30s in rank right now. It's kind of crazy. We're just locked in. Some teams, though, should be getting dropped 30 on in ranked, if you know what I mean. For some of these VCT skins we've been seeing in these new capsules. First of all, we can talk about capsules really quick. I know this episode's already probably going on a little bit of a long time. It'll be a bit of a bonus plus regular episode because we have Pickems later too. Spoilers. But for the VCT Classics, before we get into them, what are you guys' thoughts on having the same old, here's a team logo, here's generic people, and we swap all the player cards? What are our thoughts? TMV, shaking your head?
Oh my God, I made a video about this today. I think this is the biggest fat L of the entire year, and it will be for the entire year of certainly VCT, because for me, right, Riot said that they shared $100 million with the teams in 2025. $100 million. You're telling me that that's what they were willing to share? You're telling me a company
50-50.
that big making that much money can't fucking make 20 fucking, oh, how many would it be? 48 fucking PNGs? What the fuck are we doing? Like the 2024 player cards, and I showed this in my video. Go back to the 2024 player cards now and you look at them, and even ones that you think were shit back then, the ones that you were like remember the global esports, fucking AI slot Lion? Remember him? Yeah? People memed on that of the day. You'd fucking kill for an AI slot meme Lion these days. You'd kill for one of them, because this is what we're getting instead. These boring ass bland player cards. And if I was a team owner, if I was one of the team owners, I'd be fucking losing my shit at Riot. Being like, because to me, right, even the teams who made like bad capsules in 2024 and maybe didn't get what they wanted from it, they will have learnt surely from like the good ones, right? They would have looked at Leviathan's capsule and been like, okay, I understand, like, we need to do something like that next time, right? So then just to take it away from everyone, I'd be fucking pissed off, because if I'm a team owner, I probably have at least some confidence that the people I'm working with, we can make a fucking cool design that people might want instead of this shite.
Well, two things from me on this, or Josh, you can go ahead on the topic too.
I was just going to say, I think they're only going to change stuff when the overall revenue goes down. Right, like at the moment, it's going up and up.
It will this year.
I said that. Heavily. I said that this year as well, though. I said that for 2020.
The reason that it didn't this year is because China. The only reason this year was China, because China got their first full bundles.
Do you know that though? Because I know that the Chinese
100%,
ones went. No, but the Chinese ones popped off. The Chinese ones popped off. But are you
had the champs one as well? Don't forget, it will have all been EDG.
I know that EDG were the highest, right? I think it got released by Leo, like the top 4 or something for 2025. Or maybe that was 24 that I was thinking.
Country mile.
EDG was enormous. But what I'm saying is, are you confident that that means that the other regions have gone down? Because I don't think they've gone down. Because if they were going to...
They will, though. Josh, this is the same fucking classic. What's different about it?
What's different about it is that it's slightly different, and people love cosmetics.
Is it?
I think
is it?
Me and
is
you,
different
TMV,
about this
I'm with
classic
you.
to last year?
TMV, I'm with you. I understand where you're coming from. What I'm trying to get through to you is that,
bro.
What I'm trying to get through to you is that people will buy anything out
fall
there.
off my chair.
They'll buy anything.
Standing on it.
They'll buy anything, TMV. I think the only way in which we even get like a different gun instead of the classic, like if they wanted to move away from the classic at some point, it would be because they saw a dip in sales and they were like,
I think they teased
shit.
that though. A dev teased that they're going to change the gun.
They tease that they're going to be changing in 27. But
yeah.
Here's a few things that you guys might not know.
Bandit,
so first of all, when it comes to what you're talking about, TMV, like, oh, people will pay for AI slop now, like teams might be adapting or teams want this and that. There were 8 like black and red / pink purple skins before. I think it was just pink purple. There were 8 pink purple skins before. Now it's up to about 13 or almost 21. There's teams that don't even have business being in certain color waves, and they're just moving to those color waves to have sales or some type of likability from the people that just might not even know the teams.
I mean, this
but
one's
want the color
atrocious,
wave.
bro. This one's actually atrocious. It got my blood
Allez la
boiling.
rouge, right? That's what they say. Allez la rouge.
What is the color, Shayo?
It's red.
What? I mean, this one's gross, honestly. It's
No,
gross.
but let me
because blue also
make
looks
the
better, I
case for
think.
KC doing this, because KC are thinking, well, our fans aren't gonna buy another fucking exact blue classic because they've already fucking got one.
Sure, but they're not Nightwing.
No,
There's
they shouldn't have
part
gone
where they
red.
turned
Red was a
red.
very poor choice from them, and there should be a hint of blue on it. But I can understand the teams that, like, for me, the teams that are fucking like Genji. Why the fuck am I buying your bundle if I got your bundle
Yes,
last
I
year?
agree. I agree completely. But at the same time,
support the players.
KC put out a dark blue year one. Then they put out a purple one last year that is like, you know, blue-ish. I guess it's blue adjacent. They could have done a light blue. They could have done, you know, there are still.
I
they
agree.
could have made something more like you know, the like Cloud9 where it's like light sky blue with white or silver accents. Like, there's a lot that you can do in terms of blue before you go, nah, fuck it, I'm red now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Foot, by the way, though, is an example of the opposite of this, where I think they've absolutely cooked. It's just that it doesn't look like a foot skin. Like this one is awesome, but it doesn't speak to me in terms of foot at all. I think there's like a clear top 7 or something that are banging, though. There are some very good ones.
I think again though, this is like because Foot did have a jersey that was this color last year. They didn't
they?
play it all
They
the
did.
time, but they did have a jersey that was.
Oh, shit.
'cause they did have a jersey that was somewhat like this color. I'm not sure it was exactly that color, but it was bluish. So I think but I think this. You're right. This is cooking because it's an interesting color, and that's the
Yes.
thing. No one like that's a reason to buy it because it's an interesting color. If you're who the fuck is buying this?
Dude, I think this is bottom one. I genuinely think this is the bottom one skin.
No.
And it's so ironic that it's Furia.
No,
it's
it's
genuinely like it's not.
I'll tell you the bottom one.
What's bottom one?
The bottom one skin. So can I just?
Navi's is hard. I love Navi's. By the
Let
way.
me zoom out for a sec. So Leo Farrier has said that one of the things that correlates most with skin sales is success of the team. So it's not necessarily the most popular teams. It's like if you win, you tend to sell a lot of these skins that make you mad amounts of money. So like MIBR got a perfect opportunity here to capitalize on having a super team. I think they put together something that's good, but maybe misses a bit of that potential that they could be like absolutely printing money. One of the teams that fucked it though is Vitality. Vitality should be printing money, and they've created a piss gun. This looks fine here, and I don't know how they've done it, but if you look at this shit in game, it's awful, man. It's awful if you look at it in game. It is piss yellow. It's this horrible yellowy green color mixed with purple. It's vile. This is like Instagram filtered up the wazoo. This is catfishing, honestly. Like, this should not be allowed. This is false fucking advertising. This image that they've shown here. You look at that thing in game, it's egregious. It's egregious. It's bottom one.
Yeah. No, I actually hard agree. I think TL also missed the mark. It looks cool, but in game, it's yada yada whatever.
They're
I
just
think
getting
some of the
cleared by
honorable-
Billy. That's the problem. You can't go
Yeah.
into this color palette. As soon as you go into
This is
pinks
quite
and
good by
blues,
Secret.
you're
I
getting
actually think
cleared by Billy
Secret's the top 5. Secret's the top
that's
5.
quite
Go and
nice.
find Crew. Crew is the top 5.
No,
Crew's
what are you
also a top 5.
talking about?
Look at Cruz. I'll talk about it. So Crew in game, their logo flashes past that pink so well. It looks insane. It's like it's the best logo in the game. It's nuts. I think what's the other team from China? Scroll up a little bit.
Trace have a really nice one, and FPX have a really nice one as well.
FPX. That's FPX is this
FPX
nuts.
is lovely. 100
then-
Thieves have definitely put together their best offering ever as well, by the way.
But also like
That
what
looks
is the
really
color?
good in game. I
The
don't.
color scheme is just not 100 Thieves.
It's not
Didn't Underneath have a
completely,
good one
but
last year. I remember liking.
Yeah,
100
but they're
Thieves last
known for the red and black.
they are known for the red and black.
year.
But
Yeah,
I
you
think
can't
this
have a
one
red and
cooks.
black. You can't have red and black.
Oh, let me challenge that. Go to T1. They successfully have the title of best red and black skin this year.
Well,
A
apart
little bit
from
more further down.
You
I
seem
think-
to just be a fan of gold.
I think
logo.
FPX, the gold ones though this year, like something to do with the way that this
have the
year's
logo.
gun is designed. The gold accenting looks really good. Lev, by the way, continue to put out banger shit. Trace was
Yeah.
good. I mean, dude,
but Lev just have this massive advantage of just putting this
Yes.
pan on the inside every time. And
Yes.
it fucking cooks every single time.
that's what FPX have done as well, by the way. They've got a Phoenix
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
of it, too. It's
Yeah.
really...
Loud.
DRG
kind of
have
tried
the
it a
dragon
little bit
spitting
if you're on the
fire.
submarine.
It's really sick.
What
Yeah,
is this from Loud? It feels like they've just copied Lev's
They just
home.
copied Leb's homework. Yeah, that's all
It's
they've done.
mint green. It's also not loud green. Like, I don't know what's going
It's
on. But
better.
this one also,
It's at
bottom
least...
three.
No, they've tried something
I think
good
I think
there.
actually the KC one might be the worst looking at it now. Why did
But
they do
the
that?
one
It's
thing I want to
weird.
say about the cards real quick is that the one thing that was really cool about VCT in September, or I forget when it was, when they just brought out the actual regional cards, is they had some players in their jerseys, like kind of in the same poses, but you could see it's differentiating players. What would have been cool with this one is if you want to keep the same logo, the same setting for everyone, at least make those silhouettes look kind of like the people who are on the team. Like, give him, like, you know, Boaster's little headband, or like him standing up
Yeah.
doing a dance
Yeah.
type thing. Like, have, you know, glasses visible on the edges. Like, you can easily pick out players a little bit, or at least have the IGL stand out, or maybe the MVP of the team stand out.
Have Valence
I
go.
wish there
would
was
be-
some type of difference they've done in the past.
I
Yeah,
think that would be
could've been-
insanely difficult to pull off, though, actually, because you don't know when the rosters are being finalized. Some of the rosters haven't even been officially finalized now, and these skins and cards have been created. So I think that'd be really
Can I just
tough.
point out as well that
True.
Nongshim, none of the Ascension teams have got them yet, apart from Nong. Who did this? Chobra? Chobra making the skins. This team was in Ascension. They might not have made it. How are we making
Yeah,
their
that
skins
is-
so easy?
That is strange, isn't it? Like, why did they make Nongshims?
Yeah, Chobra's been in the fucking ear of Riot, being like, "We'll make it. Don't worry.
He's gonna get
Get on
cut.
it.
He's
We'll
gonna
make
get
it."
cut. That's crazy.
I mean, that is funny, yeah, because I guess maybe all of the teams that were in Tier 1 that played in Ascension got to submit a skin. Because I think, DRG, for example, won back their spot through Ascension, didn't they?
Yeah, they did too.
Are they
The
in
DRG's
here,
in here.
though?
They have a really cool
Oh, they are.
classic
The
with
DRG
it.
are.
Oh, yeah, they are.
It spits fire. The dragon's spitting fire. Like, that's so sick, dude.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a very cute looking dragon.
Yeah, the
it's very
problem
much
with their
like
dragon
how
is
to
it's
train
so-
your dragon.
Yeah, it's so
All right. All right, enough DRG slander and enough looking at the skins. If we want to talk about things that are high key, low key, we can also toss in no key and talk about some of the changes that have been going on inside the VCT right before the season starts. Some big things actually popping off this morning. Hermes, or however else you want to pronounce it. I don't know how the player pronounces it. I'm always confused about that
Hermes
specific name.
would be, yeah, Hermes
Okay.
is how you pronounce
I prefer Hermes.
the Greek.
Yeah, it's he's replacing Flashback, who is actually stepping away due to personal reasons. Now, the reasons haven't been dislocated. What's the word? What's
Yeah, disclosed is what you're
disclosed?
looking
That's
for, I
what,
think.
haven't been disclosed, but Hermes is the replacement and plays a very similar game to Flashback. I think he was playing on Fear X, or I forget the team's name in Tier 2. They lost the SLT towards the very end, but plays a very
Did we
similar,
literally-
like...
We literally said on Plat Chat this week, one of the keys to victory for DRX is Flashback not benching himself. And it happens
That's
3
tough.
days later.
That's tough.
Yeah. Is it hopeless though? Is there like a a chance for DRX at all, or was everything genuinely on the pillar that is Flashback?
It's not that he's a
course it's
pillar.
hope.
It's just that it's more fucking around. Like it's just more of the same fucking around. Like the best thing that DRX could do is to stick with a 5 and try to rely on what they're good at, which is getting people very quickly up to speed on new maps, very quickly up to speed on new metas, figuring out new stuff, figuring out new strategies, new ways of approaching the game.
Yeah.
New agent uptake, like they're great at all of that stuff, and yet you get this constant carousel of players inside their organization. And Flashback's been one of the worst offenders, and by the sound of it, it's not all it's not on Termy from the sound of a lot of the Flashback stuff. Whereas like the Foxy 9 carousel was, Termy kept plugging in another penny into the carousel, like, wee, let's see it go around again. But this one is.
But
At some point, you got to cut the
No
guy,
key.
like, no
It's
matter
no
how
key,
good he is.
Jael.
it's
no
low
key.
key, because the good
Yeah.
thing about Hermes
No, it's
is that
no
at least
key.
he plays.
It's not, there's no fucking key. I'm looking around everywhere. I can't fucking find one.
Okay, respects.
Unless this guy's the GOAT. I mean, to be fair, we don't know about the guy they're bringing in. Maybe he's the best
We
player in the
do.
world.
We know a little bit, and the fact that he plays exactly the same way. He's like Flashback Junior, so it's not like they have to rebuild the entire carousel. You're taking a wood wheel and replacing it with like an oak wheel instead. Like it's same type, different flavor. I don't fucking know.
But
past
me
that,
and Sideshow are inherently conservative, so therefore we must.
and I'm the diversity rep for the show, so I must be on the other
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
Yeah, JDG picking up Coconut. What do we think about this one?
I mean, that's a funny one. I mean, JDG were revamping their team, right? In terms of the original thing for JDG, the rumor was that they were looking to try to pick up Aspas at the beginning of this offseason.
Bit of a downgrade, isn't it, to Coconut?
Well, hold on. And then they said that they were going to rebuild around Stu, and they got in, like, I think Jay is a really good pickup that they picked up from Rare Atom. Yuko's like a pretty decent pickup as well. Coconut is, I think, a very good player. I think he got maligned a little bit. And I think that he'll fit in well with the team. Like, I'm excited to watch JDG. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I wouldn't consider myself like an expert on these players enough to know like how they're going to fit in the same way that I think about other regions. Like, sometimes I can see the team and what they're going for and how the pieces are going to fit together. I don't really have enough knowledge on the players for that, but I'm like excited to watch them based on the players that they've picked up. I think they should be better than they were last year, I think.
Yeah, I would say it's a low-key change. Like, it could work. I'm not sure about 6-man rosters personally, but if that's what they're also
is that what they're
for,
doing?
I think they picked them up as a 6. If I have my information correct, if it's wrong, then it is what it is.
If they're picking up as a 6, then it can max be low key. Let's move on.
Okay. Next after that, the VCT Global Roadshow locations. Just want to get a quick tap in to see, first of all, I think it's good no matter what if we're getting more like, spruced up events. China and APAC were a very good example last year in stage 2 of like, this is what could happen for playoffs when it's all about the road to champs. Sometimes those matches and those stakes are even better than what we see in champions in group stage and playoffs. Like, it gets crazy. And now it's coming to everyone. I believe we're going to Madrid in stage 2 for EMEA, Chengdu in China, Busan for APAC, and then Sao Paulo for Americas, which is nuts. And that's on top of having the Masters at Santiago, London, and then at the end is what? Shanghai. Yeah, I mean, dude, 7 locations now in total. Insane. And these playoffs...
Is it for all stage 2 playoffs? Is that what it is?
It's all stage 2 playoffs, yes. Now, the issue, though, is I feel like some of these playoffs, especially with the roster moves we're looking at across the entire world, visa issues. I feel like Busan, I think, might be one of the regions or one of the locations that was picked, so visa issues wouldn't be as much of a problem.
I think that's just exactly why they've done it, because
Yeah.
if you think about it, we're going to add in the tier 2 teams potentially, right? So I think they've purposefully gone, let's go to Brazil rather than
the
USA,
US.
or let's go to places that are perhaps easy to get visas, so that the tier 2 players don't have trouble in case they do go.
But that's one of those examples of a beautiful decision where both the logistics and the hype mix together to create a better outcome for both sides. Like, this is just a win-win in my opinion. 3 years down the line, if they have to do this all the time, where like we're always going to the same places because they're the best for visas, then we can revisit this conversation and be like, okay, well, maybe at this point it needs to be shifting up a little bit. But I think especially for the first year, it's not perfect in terms of Pacific. I think it'd be cool if they could find a different location outside of Korea, because there's so many underserved areas in Pacific, especially this year, really. But I think just in general, assuming that they're going to rotate things a bit more in the future, so it's not always Sao Paulo, Busan, Madrid, that kind of thing, then I think this is a great change. I was surprised, though, that it was the whole of playoffs. I didn't realize it was the whole of playoffs. I thought it was more like what they were doing with Pacific, where it was the big final games. I didn't know.
I might be. I just heard the word playoffs. It might be playoffs finals. I mean, we have to. I'll tap back.
Well,
and see if it's
they have play-ins with the tier 2 teams, and then they have playoffs.
But are these things specifically for the playoff finals? Is the question. If that's the case, it just be the one-off day and a one-off match. That kind of.
I don't think it wasn't one day, but it was like a weekend when they did it last year in Pacific.
Final 3 or something.
I'd be surprised if they booked out a large place and went on the road for weeks at a time, because that is expensive. Would it be cool? Yeah, absolutely, but it would be expensive.
Well, then it might just be for the last few moments, but I would say high key lit. I think everybody could agree.
Yeah.
Good time. The last thing, if you loved ARAM, and it's one of the reasons this game is still alive, League of Legends, for the casual player base and a few of the people that have been playing for years, Valorant's coming in with ARIS, AR1S, which is all random one site. Could be AROS. I like putting the 1 in there though, which I think is a very good step to what I think a lot of people have been asking for a long time, which is retakes, or a way to practice the game in a more realistic setting and a match and a mode that might be a little bit supplementary to competitive, like deathmatch, instead of things like snowball fight or replication. It has that type of sense to it. If you look at the trailer, one site is completely locked down, but you still have the options of flanking the other site, like an Ascent. B is gone. You can't enter market, but you can go up through mid and flank in the what?
It's like playing Old Pearl.
Yeah, or even New Pearl, because people still go B all the time. But thoughts on this new game mode? Is it basically like retakes? Are we moving in that area? Are we moving towards that? Like we're moving towards replays becoming even there for, VCT games? Is this a good thing?
I think it's a good thing, but I think it's more casual than your making.
Really?
Like the whole random agent stuff, like, you're just gonna be like, you don't know what you're playing, all that kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's just something that they're hoping will be fun. I think it could help in retake scenarios, but I think judging by, they said in the trailer or whatever, like, they got 3 Killjoy lockdowns in 1 round. I think it's just meant to be like, let's just fucking loads of shit's happening. It's what people, it's going to be what the CS League people think when they see, double harbor ult into a Viper wall. That is what, it's going to be real version of that, essentially.
I also don't think you're ever actually going to be playing retake in this mode, because you're never going to be holding the other side. So, like, why would you not be on the side that they're going to hit? You know what I mean? Like, in terms of literally the retakes idea, it's going to be the opposite of that. You're never going to practice a retake, I don't think, because you should always be on the right side. Like, if you get the wrong site in
guys, they hit
random
again.
one side.
Fuck.
guys, we've got to play A for retake this round.
Do we know?
But
Does it swap the site of like what site is available and whatnot, or is it just always the same?
I think it randomizes, but
Okay.
I might be wrong.
does.
I haven't played it.
No.
It's
But
not
I
like
think adding a retakes mode though would be good. Like if this one gets a lot of engagement, I think adding a retakes mode would be great. Like you spawn in a post plant, or you spawn in like where they're on the other side of the map, like the defenders are on the other side of the map, and you have to come back in. Yeah, I think those kind of modes could be cool.
Yep, I would like the idea of even doing that with random agents. My fear is just that we're in a situation where it's just like deathmatch now, where people love it, and because there's a positive response, we're not going to make it better towards a more competitive side. Like we still need respawns to be fixed in terms of the frequency between deaths. Having radar on would be sick. There's so many different things. But this one, I feel like if it goes well, like they might just keep it more fun and have a less of a likelihood to. That's why I'm saying on like medium key with it. Yeah. But that's been some of the news that's been going on. We can move on to Pickem and Stickem. We're doing some Pickems for all the regions across the world, but with some cool, funny rules. So it's not going to be like everything you see on every other podcast in the world. We'll go through it a little bit faster as well. Vibes based. We know all the rosters. We've broken them down across podcasts across the world as well. Let's tap in with EMEA, TMV, if you want to rock it on the thingy.
Yeah. If we can get up the old screen, I'm ready. I am ready to show you the Pickem. Here it is. Here are our first games. Shall we just start at the top and just? I mean, we got a lot to get through here.
Dude,
Here was my idea, right? So
bro.
it's triple kickoff. My idea was we just do the upper bracket. We do the upper bracket for every region, and then the bonus rule is one of us or all of us have a ability to just veto once, where you say, "Nah, other team is winning."
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 3 of us, so this should work pretty well in terms of voting.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Navi versus KC. Can we all agree Navi?
Yeah.
No.
What? Well, 2-1, you're getting outvoted, but that's a Navi slam dunk. What the hell are you talking about?
Why do you think KC real quick?
I actually think the KC roster is pretty decent.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Foot versus Gentle.
What the heck? You don't think the KC roster is decent?
I think it's decent.
I think it's decent, but in comparison to the Navi shit they have cooking, like
What's so good about the Navi roster? They got
Ruxic and Hero?
Yeah, they've got
Ruxic and Hero are playing
They
fantastically.
got Ruxic, who had the form of his life. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, if he drops off massively, then yeah,
They got a
KC
duelist
could win that
who
game.
will just int.
who? Filu?
Yeah.
No, Filu's the truth, bro. Filu's the koi connoisseur.
I mean,
It should be a good game. Don't
should
get
be
me
a good
wrong.
game.
I
Okay.
just think Navi are going to be better.
Foot versus Gentle Mates. This is a
I'm on the
pretty
foot
interesting
train, man.
one.
I'm on the foot
on
train.
foot.
I think foot are actually going to be good this year.
Lock and foot.
okay.
Pacific
This is a great
versus
game, by the way, Pacific
BBL.
BBL. This is such a funny game.
I mean, it's going to get rigged and BBL's going to win because BBL hold the trousers in that relationship, don't they? They wear the trousers completely. BBL stole all of the players. BBL are going to win, and Pacific are going to apologize for even taking a couple of rounds off them.
Pacific, the only issue with them is just the fact that they don't have what is that Ulf actually that doesn't have two of their players? Is there any stipulations with Pacific at all? Okay,
no,
cool.
Pacific is the like Team Liquid Academy core with Cooper as the IGL and like that.
I think they'll
with
take
Ninja
some time.
coming back.
Yeah, Ninja coming. Yo, shout out Ninja, man. Thanks for the gifted sub. Ulf versus Vitality. Do we expect an upset from the substitutions coming in? Is Vitality going to start strong or start cold? I think that's the question.
I think this one's a fun one to watch for sure. Like this is a banger because it's got upset potential with like the Elf players just playing like they've got nothing to lose, and they are fraggers. And I'm sure the people that they've come in to like fill in for Sop and Echo are fraggers too. But Vitality should be winning this one. And if you pred them to lose, you're just banking on you're just a hate watcher at that point.
TMV, what are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I've been on this Vitality will be good train, so I can't really pick them to lose straight away to an Ascension team. That would be, although it would be fun. But I do think Ulf are a dangerous team.
Do I veto? Is the question. I actually have a feeling that
one
this
of
goes
these
the
will
other
be a
way.
big upset.
I feel like it's a big upset, and Vitality just takes it all the way through the lower bracket.
I'm telling you right now, my prediction: one of these games, one of these two teams will win, Pacific or Ulf.
Okay.
Ulf are playing with two subs, you know.
The subs
they're not
are
playing with
very
their full
good,
team.
though. Like the subs are very good.
But they're not. But they're not playing with the team that they've been playing with for like months and months and months.
Yeah,
like even if your subs are good, you know.
True. Okay. Heretics versus Na'Vi. Where do we go?
Well, I'm going Heretics, but you two love Na'Vi apparently.
No, I'm still going Heretics here.
Okay, so here's the thing: we have to realize power levels are a thing, but like the engine gets to.
Well, you can veto it.
No. I'm just gonna explain things in Pickems and tier list.
I don't think Na'Vi are that great.
I know you don't. Okay, I respect that, but just think about this theory really quick when it comes to predictions. Some teams take a while to warm up. Sometimes they fuck up in the first round. Vitality, I feel like, and Heretics might be, and Team Liquid as well, have a history of that. Fnatic
I'm
too might have
totally with you, Shayo. I would have picked KC for this game too.
Fuck you. Okay, we're keeping Heretics. Giants versus Foot. Where are we going?
I'm going
Giants.
Foot.
Oh shit.
I believe in Foot, but I think Giants are going to be better.
Breach got buffed. Give me Giants. You gotta press it, TMV.
Can I let that happen?
You can.
Is this the point for the veto?
How about this? We can get one veto a region. Like all of us.
Oh, that's what I thought we were doing anyway. You're saying one
yeah.
across the whole thing. If we're doing one across the whole thing, Giants are winning.
Okay. It's one per region. So we can actually
One
use
per
them.
region, Foot are winning.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Cool. That's
this
fine.
bastard.
You're grayed out now. Fnatic versus BBL.
That's not that big of a crazy decision, no.
It's not a crazy one, but it's an upset in my opinion.
Okay.
Fnatic over BBL.
Fnatic over BBL. I'm gonna veto that.
Woo!
Oh, I mean that's punting for an upset. That'd be a sick upset as well.
Yeah. TL versus Team Vitality.
Vitality, man.
Ooh. I am on this Vitality train a little bit.
Yeah, with you don't think Mini Boo's gonna come out flying? They figure everything
I'm gonna
out.
say
Like,
Liquid. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Liquid.
I'm gonna say Vitality for this one. I feel like Vitality. I mean, we've done this before. I think one of these teams, such Vitality, Liquid, have to run the lower. I mean, statistically, yes, but regardless, I think story-wise too. Heretics Foot. Where are we going?
Heretics is winning this.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, BBL Team Vitality.
I'd say
I have to go
Vitality here as
Vitality,
well.
I think.
I wish I had my veto. Yeah, Vitality.
I mean, this would be a cool upset though as well, but like, I just
Well, Sideshow, you can now pick who wins this game, and we can't do anything about it.
That's so true, but also I don't feel that strongly about it. But yeah, I guess I have to. Who wins between Heretics and Vitality? I'm gonna say Vitality, the first team to qual, and then they underperform at the first international, and the story keeps going about Vitality. They're good at the beginning, and then who knows what happens afterwards.
Okay.
Respects. All right, next region.
Okay, here's China.
China. Okay. Vetoes reset. All Gamers versus Nova Esports. Where are we going? I'm going AG.
Yeah, go on. I'll go AG.
All right, cool. JDG Titan, give me JDG. The changes.
I mean,
looking
I would
good.
pick anyone against Tech.
Yeah, I'll take JDG there.
I'll pick anyone against Tech.
Trace versus Wolves.
Well, you know where I'm going.
They're gonna use a veto.
I mean, I would go with Wolves though. I think.
Yeah. All right, cool.
I think so.
FPX versus Tai Lu.
That's got to be an FPX pick.
I'm going Tai Lu.
I'm going FPX.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, Tyloo look decent, but FPX, I think their team. Well, they did suck in
I'm
the
not gonna
offseason
veto that,
tournament,
though.
didn't they?
They
Billy
did lose
Billy
Autumn,
AG.
right?
Ooh, Billy looked kind of...
Oh no, they didn't. Yeah. FPX looked all right in the offseason tournament. Actually, go on.
FPX versus AG. Give me or BBG versus AG. Give me BBG or BLG. Oh,
I mean, Billy looked astonishingly
looked-
bad recently.
they looked-
yeah.
looked
You learned.
utterly
But they'll
Thanks,
lock in.
Fury,
They'll
man.
lock in. I believe.
They'll
I
lock
believe.
in,
They'll
bro.
Lock in. They'll lock in.
DRG
Okay.
versus JDG.
Give me the dragon.
Give me the Dragons. Gilai
Here we
versus
go.
Wolves. Wait, this is sick.
Wolves have to win this game just so that this happens again.
For the viewers that don't know, these guys have both heralded a team in China, as most white men do across history. And Josh has picked XLG, and TMV famously also loves Wolves. So every
I'm
year
picking
there's always a
Wolves.
classic banger.
This year though, I'm not really on board with the XLG train yet. Like, I think they've lost some ever since they lost YOU. I have been fairly firmly off the XLG train, but
Damn.
I'm still gonna go with them here. Let's fucking go, Gilai.
I have to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do everything else and come back to this one. EDG versus FPX.
EDG. I'm
don't
not
want
sure.
to.
You know.
I don't want to. I'm
I
going to say
think I'm
FPX.
still
Why not?
I'm gonna say
would say
EDG.
FPX.
I think FPX doesn't make it too far without Autumn, personally.
Okay.
And
So you wanna
then-
do this first before we get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see who they'd be facing, which would be better, XLG versus EDG or Wolves. And I kind of want to see XLG versus EDG personally.
Well,
You can veto that if you want.
Yeah,
I'm vetoing your veto. It's XLG
Oh,
going
shit.
through.
Do I get my veto back?
No,
you guys
of course
both
you
used your
don't.
Veto up.
We both used it.
Okay.
That's
I'm going
DRG. DRG, definitely DRG.
Yep, and then XLG versus EDG. I want to give that to EDG Resurgence. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm going XLG.
I think it's. I think I'd go for EDG here, but I don't know. And also dude. Why do I feel like I'm only confident in DRG?
And then
I'm-
DRG wins.
I gotta watch China to find a team that's playing well.
Vukashu Supremacy.
Then we're
I'm
all
liking
on
this.
DRG. I mean, Shai was choosing this one essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah. if he
Yeah,
says
yeah,
DRG,
hell yeah, I'm choosing
is-
DRG. That's my team. Okay, next. Oh my god,
Americas.
the roulette region, North America. Loud versus C9. Minus Robbie.
C9.
Leaders.
I'm
Minus
going C9.
leader as well. C9 power friendship. I'd say C9 in this one too.
Friendship.
I think the Zelsis.
I'm going loud on this one. I think in terms of
Okay.
just a pred for the beginning of the year. I don't think they're going to be
that's
better long term, but early.
I gotta leave the
NVEG.
submarine. Yeah, NVEG. Give me DG Zen. Give me EG.
I'm
Give me
gonna say
Envy,
EG
man.
too.
Give me Kesnet.
I'm gonna say
Oh
EG.
my god, this is dude. This is criminal.
Crew versus Furia. You know what's funny?
Corrode.
I'm picking Furia.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Slideshow.
Oh, I could see it, but I'm not. I'm gonna go with Crew.
Good.
I'm vetoing.
Oh,
There's no way you're vetoing. There's no way you're vetoing, man.
Why not?
I'm vetoing your veto.
What? Josh,
picking
please,
Crew.
please. Veto
He
is veto.
picked Crew.
Please,
I didn't
bro,
think Fury were
please.
gonna win in the first place.
Dude, think about it. Fury, it's the only time they're really good is the first game of kickoff.
That's because they had a
historically.
bunch of subs against 2G.
All right.
100 Thieves, Lev.
Give me
Lev,
Lev.
for sure.
Sato supremacy.
sure.
Against Simatino, though. Hold up. There's an equal young
Lev,
man on the other
Lev,
side.
Lev.
It's Lev. It's Lev.
All
It's
right,
Lev.
all right.
NRG Cloud9.
It's
NRG.
NRG.
MIBR.
It's MIBR.
MIBR.
Although they haven't practiced.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
good. That's really
Literally
good.
doesn't matter.
The more they practice, the worse they'll be.
Send Crew.
Sen.
Crew.
Yes.
A veto.
Oh my God.
For Sen.
have no power.
Sen.
Veto.
Why?
No way you're doing it
All
for
right, all
Sen.
G2. It has to be G2. It has to be
G2.
G2.
No, I'm actually
Buffs?
going for a punt on Lev here. Oh wait, no, they're playing with PXS at this point in the tournament because Neon's not back. So yeah, G2.
All right, and then okay, so we got literally the top four. Everyone thinks, well, I guess minus 10 maybe nowadays, but NRG MIBR, where are we going? That's a fucking banger. Holy shit.
I think NRG with MIB are not practicing for me.
I'm giving this to NRG as well.
Okay, I think I would say NRG, but I had to think about it quite a lot. I'm going G2.
I'm going G2.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely
And
fine.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say G2 do it again.
I think so too. I think G2 do it again.
G2 win.
All right. You've outvoted.
Would you say NRG, Josh?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I think that's pretty close.
Respects.
Can't
Last
believe
region.
You vetoed Sen. of all
Yep. Owned.
Nongshim versus Team Secrets.
Get Nongshim through instantly. Do not think. Press the button.
Zeta versus Full Sense.
Get full sense through instantly. Do not think. Press the button.
Veryl versus GE.
Ooh, here we
Get
go.
You are
GE
allowed to
instantly.
think.
Do not think. Press the button.
Oh no! This is a
Oh,
thinking
all right.
game.
Really?
Yeah. I
On Veryl?
I'm gonna pick that.
I don't know who to pick here.
Dude, it's
I'm gonna. Oh shit! I'm not sure. I'm gonna go viral as well.
veto.
DFM Gen G. I'm going Gen G.
Yeah, click Gen G.
Gen G.
Don't think.
Okay. T1 Nongshim.
That's
T1.
a T1. It's gotta be.
And what do you? There's no way you're vetoing shit.
DRX full sense.
I'm gonna take full sense here, especially with
I'm
flashback
gonna take
out.
full sense.
Say DRX.
Okay.
You can.
Well,
Well,
but
I
he
know
has
you-
no
what do you
veto.
think?
You already vetoed.
He's
Yeah.
already
Paper X
used it.
Global.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm sorry.
global. Give me
Shut
global.
up. Shut up.
Dude, the Revenge of Patman, bro.
RRQ
I mean,
Gen
great
G,
game,
the classic.
A
VCT
I'm taking
Pacific
Gen G
classic.
here. I'm actually
I'm
not
going Gen
feeling
G too.
RRQ currently. But maybe that's just because we haven't been exposed to them in the offseason and they haven't made any changes, but I'm not excited currently by RRQ.
Okay. T1 full sense.
Full sense. If they made it this far,
T1
they're
for me.
they're going the whole
I
way.
like it, Shio. I'm picking full sense too.
I'm vetoing that. T1 are
Oh
going through.
my god. Do it, TMV. Do it.
Yeah, I'm vetoing your veto.
Oh.
Full sense are going through. Paper X Gen G.
Paper X.
I'm going to say texture turns up and Gen G pull off an upset.
It would be an upset, though. I'm going to stick with the solid Paper X option.
And then
Full
we're
sense
going to go
Paper
Paper X. Full sense
Yeah,
is making all the
Paper
world.
X. Paper X.
Full sense
Yeah.
will be the first team to lose every single, like all the way to the bottom.
Oh, that would be cinema, man. That would actually be cinema.
lose. And then they lose here.
That would be horrible, dude.
Holy, look
somebody-
at this, man. Look at the state of this.
Someone is really likely to do that, by the way. Because if you lose the
Yeah.
first one, you're automatically in the next
Oh
final.
my god, look at that.
So, like,
this.
so
I mean,
guaranteed
what
one of the
hell
teams
is
in the
going
middle
on?
final.
There's so many games.
There
oh
is a
my
ridiculous
god,
amount of
we're
games.
gonna be-
TMV. For the people that aren't watching tier 2 games, like all of us, if you want to keep up with all regions, 120 games within 60 days. And then if you want to watch tier 2 challengers on top of that from any region, that's another
what it is.
bonus of around
It's
20 to 30
40
games. It's 30 games a region. 30 games a region.
30
block.
games a region. So you have to be watching an average of 2 matches per day, which is... That seems feasible, but no
That
days
is
off.
feasible.
No days off. You have to watch probably around 5 to 6 hours of Valorant per day.
Yes, and
So-
that's
so-
just for tier 1.
and that's just for
if you're
tier 1.
casting VCL and you have to catch up with Americas,
Is that
So
what you're doing?
watching Valorant, watching Valorant during kickoff is more than a full-time job.
it is.
And I'm going to be making videos. God, I'm
it's-
going to be working. so much.
That's like, okay, and that's just watching. Then you got to make, if you're a
casting it,
content
Joe?
creator, making the videos. the amount of rematch games in between. Like, you got to put your life on the line for those. Like, dude, it's going to be
It's
crazy.
gonna be a lot of rematch. Are you casting, Josh?
I'm casting for the first 2 weeks, so I'll be probably co-streaming like EMEA because it fits with the time zone.
Yeah.
But if I have an early call time, I can't even co-stream EMEA. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
casting kind of rolls you when it comes to
crazy,
co-streaming.
man. That many games. Oh,
It's
I'm gonna
fucked.
die.
I have to miss the EMEA because it overlaps with challengers. So
I'm gonna die. I think I might die.
we got a VOD watch and then come back and tap in. And we have to watch all the games.
Bro, I mean, once we get to, I'm telling you right now, let me just run through this. Like, let me just run through some of these results. I'm telling you right now, when we get to lower round 2, I'm not.
No, it's gonna be
getting
so
up at
difficult.
8 a.m. for this shit.
Yeah.
There's
No,
fucking
dude,
no
it's gonna
way.
be banger. It's going to
The
be
problem
banger.
is though, it's because it's like the third match you've ever seen of some of these teams. You might still be like, oh, I've got to see like if they're
Some
no. The
teams
thing
I
is,
don't need to, though.
no. After 2
don't
games, you will make your mind up about some teams.
If they're shit.
No, but if they're in lower round 2, they'll have lost 1 and won 1, or lost 2 1-1, so that you'll have like a shred of hope.
No, because there's going to be a shred of hope, and then there's a high chance of rematches in the mega lower round as well. So if there was like a close,
Yeah, are you
PRX
telling me, right?
G2
This
type
is
of game-
we've done our Pickem here. Let's say the ROQ beats Sticker and Global beats Zeta. You're telling me I'm watching this game?
Actually, you know
After
what?
they've
Here,
lost
let's
2.
go back.
If they
up.
haven't
Go
won
back up.
here's my proclamation. If any team gets to this point and hasn't won a map, I'm not watching it.
I think that, and you know what? I think that's reasonable of you.
versus 0-4 team. I'm not
I
watching
think
this game.
I think this is the kind of thing where you watch the VOD if it's a banger or if there's an upset. And if it goes the way that you
Especially
expect, you
getting up
just
at
don't
8
watch
a.m.
it.
I'm not getting up at 8 a.m. for this shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. You watch a VOD.
I bet I won't watch the VOD if they haven't won a map.
That's
You know what?
crazy.
It's based. It's based.
All right.
Okay.
The last thing we want to stick on now is toxic. Yeah, we are. Definitely in Valorant. The new punishment system.
In Valorant.
The new punishment system that just got pushed out, which I think is a very good change towards just in general in the game. I was coming from the side of like, we need to change the way you kind of get in the game, like the way that CS does bans, Overwatch does bans. I still hope to have that in the future. I'll try to push that wherever I go. But now we have a system where there's a new kind of rank or a thing attached to you, which is kind of a behavior check, a behavior rank. And depending on what you're doing, you might get comms banned, you might get chat banned, you might get a punishment of not being able to play Premiere, all the regular stuff you've been seeing so far. The big thing though is that they tell you exactly what your standing is, what you've been doing wrong, which is really cool. And now things are much harsher than before. They are locking stuff down. I think EU also got the phone number change for Ascendant Plus lobbies. So now it's much harder to smurf inside EU as well. For anyone that is Ascendant Plus, your games should get better. And then on top of all of this, the cherry on top is that the ranked MMR has changed to be even better in terms of balance when you're playing the game. So I think this is more so for like the gold to plat level lobbies. I think there's some people that might have been a bit more hard stuck because of the plus 17, minus 22. Yeah, sorry. So you might be seeing a boost in your rank, which is kind of cool. Log in to see if you promote. But your matches should be better, and you might. The cost of it is you're not getting those 13-5s where John Jimbo Reynar is just carrying your team. Like that won't be a thing that's happening as much. But you'll have fairer games that you have to fight for. What do we think about the punishments? Is this the behavior system the way we want to go towards? Is this the change first that we need? Should there be more game changes? Like I think this is a positive no matter what, but yeah.
I think making things more transparent to the players, like, hey, you've been reported for this a number of times, is more likely to shift behavior without it being punitive. So I'm a fan of that. Like telling people, if you do this again, you will get banned, I think is a very good warning system. I mean, warning systems are just good in general.
Oh, fuck.
It's not fair because I'm in the middle. So how do you point at Sideshow, or how does Sideshow point at Shaq?
Me, I just do this.
Yeah, but
That's still
just me.
TMV. Yeah.
No,
you
you
have
gotta
to duck
duck a
out the
little
way.
Yeah.
Actual posture. TMV when playing Valorant posture.
Yeah, that's the last thing that was really much that changed in Valorant. If anyone was away for the Christmas and New Year, I know that there's a lot of people that use this podcast as a way to see what the updates are and are like overall.
There you go. Now you can point at me.
Wow.
Yay! Oh, wait, hold up. Let's do this one. You know this one?
Oh, hold on. We're nearly there.
Hold up.
Well, I've done it the wrong way.
That's not a heart.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
There you go.
about.
I've got mine. You messed yours up.
No, I didn't. Hold up.
Oh no!
Heartbreak. Heartbreak.
There we go.
End the
There we
show.
go.
All right, yo, comment in the video, man. I need to see more comments. 8,000 views, 20 million views, not 20 million comments. What are you guys doing? Eating food? Put the fork down. Put a comment in and like the video if you like it. If you dislike it, go do something else. Don't hit the dislike button and subscribe as well. TMV's putting videos out. Josh just put a video out. Somehow I also put a video out today. What's going on? People are trying to get in the business. Yeah, it's crazy. So lock in, tap in, more Vodfathers coming your way. I can't wait for VC to start. Have a good day. Goodbye.